I'm sitting across from Michael at our favorite Italian restaurant, watching him laugh at something his friend just said. The candlelight flickers across his face, and for a moment, everything feels normal. Perfect, even. Then his phone buzzes. Again. He glances at the screen, and I catch the smallest flicker of panic before he flips it face down on the table. It's the third time tonight, and each time, that same look crosses his face. Who keeps texting you? I ask, keeping my voice light. Michael shrugs, reaching for his wineglass. Just work stuff. You know how demanding the project is right now, I nod, but something in my gut twists. It's a feeling I've been ignoring for weeks now, this quiet unease that settles in my chest whenever I watch him with his phone. He changes the subject quickly, asking about my day at the clinic. I'm a nurse, and usually, I love sharing stories. But tonight, I can barely focus. My mind keeps drifting back to that phone, face down on the white tablecloth. I tell myself I'm being paranoid. Michael has always been loyal, hasn't he? We've been married for 6 years. High school sweethearts who made it work, but that feeling won't go away. Growing up, I was the girl who trusted everyone. My parents raised me to see the good in people, to believe that honesty was the foundation of everything. Mum would always say, trust is earned, but faith is given freely. I gave Michael all my faith from the start. We met when I was 16, at a football game where he was the quarterback and I was in the stands with my friends. He smiled at me after they won, and that was it. I fell hard and fast. By 18, we were inseparable. While my friends went off to big universities, I stayed local for nursing school so we could be together. Michael studied business at the community college, always talking about the empire he'd build someday. Everyone said we were too young to be so serious. But we proved them wrong. We got married at 22, in a small ceremony at my parents' church. Simple, beautiful, perfect. For 6 years, I believed we had something unshakable. Michael worked his way up at a marketing firm. I built my career at County General Hospital. We bought a small house, adopted a dog named Bailey, talked about kids. Life felt complete. But lately, something's been off. I can't pinpoint when it started exactly. Maybe 3 months ago? Small things. Distance. Coldness. And now, these constant phone notifications. It starts innocently enough. I'm doing laundry on a Saturday morning when I find Michael's jeans on the bathroom floor. His phone falls out of the pocket, landing face up on the tile. The screen lights up with a notification, can't wait to see you tonight. Miss you already, no name. Just a heart emoji. My hands shake as I pick up the phone. I shouldn't look. I know I shouldn't. But that feeling in my gut roars to life, drowning out every rational thought. I try his passcode, our anniversary. It doesn't work, my heart drops. Michael never changed his passcode before. It's been our anniversary for years. I try his birthday. Nothing. My birthday. Nothing. The screen locks me out after too many attempts. I set the phone down carefully, right where I found it. My mind races. There's a logical explanation. Maybe he changed it for security reasons. Maybe work required a new password. But that text message plays on repeat in my head. Can't wait to see you tonight. Miss you already. Michael walks in, fresh from his morning run. Hey, babe. What's for breakfast? I force a smile. Pancakes sound good. He kisses my forehead, completely normal. Like nothing's wrong, but everything feels wrong now. That night, Michael says he's going out with his co-worker Dave to watch the game. He's dressed nicer than usual, cologne, the shirt I bought him for Christmas. His good jeans. Have fun, I say, waving from the couch. The moment his car pulls out of the driveway, I grab my laptop. My hands shake as I log into our phone account online. I've never done this before, never felt the need to track Michael's activity. But I have to know. I pull up his text message log. There are dozens of texts to an unknown number, starting about 4 months ago. Short messages throughout the day, Long conversations late at night when he says he's working. My stomach twists into knots. I try to view the actual content, but the carrier only shows numbers and timestamps, not messages. Still, the pattern is clear. Multiple texts, every single day, to this one number. I screenshot everything, my fingers trembling so badly I can barely hold my phone steady. When Michael comes home at midnight, smelling like perfume that isn't mine, I pretend to be asleep. He slides into bed beside me, and I fight the urge to scream. Instead, I lie there in the dark, my mind spinning with possibilities, each one worse than the last. I confide in my best friend Leah over coffee the next morning. She's been my rock since middle school, the one person who always tells me the truth, even when it hurts. I think Michael might be cheating, I whisper, stirring my latte mindlessly. Leah's eyes widen. What? No way. Michael adores you. I show her the screenshots, the changed passcode, the late nights. Her expression shifts from disbelief to concern. Okay, that's weird, she admits. But have you asked him directly? I'm scared, I confess. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm just being paranoid and I ruin everything by accusing him? Leah reaches across the table, squeezing my hand. Trust your gut, Maya. You're one of the smartest people I know. If something feels off, it probably is. That afternoon, I try to talk to Michael. He's in his home office, supposedly working on a presentation. Can we talk? I ask, hovering in the doorway. He barely glances up. Kind of busy right now, babe. Can it wait? It's important. He sighs, annoyed. Maya, I'm on a deadline. Tonight. Okay, but tonight never comes. He works late, comes home exhausted, and falls asleep on the couch. I'm left alone with my suspicions, watching them grow like weeds. The breaking point happens on a Wednesday evening. Michael is in the shower, and his phone sits on the kitchen counter, buzzing repeatedly. I walk past it once, twice, trying to resist. On the third buzz, I crack. I grab the phone and run to our bedroom, my heart pounding so loud I can barely hear myself think. I try random number combinations, getting desperate, then I remember, his mom's birthday. I punch it in, the phone unlocks, my hands shake as I open his messages. There's a thread at the top labeled with a heart emoji. I tap it, the messages load, and my entire world tilts. I can't stop thinking about last night. You make me feel alive again, I love you. I scroll up, seeing months of conversations. Intimate details. Plans to meet. Declarations of love. Photos I can't even bring myself to look at closely. The shower turns off. I panic, screenshotting as many messages as possible, my fingers flying across the screen. I send them all to myself, delete the evidence of sending, and place the phone back exactly where I found it. When Michael walks out in his towel, I'm sitting on the couch, looking completely normal. Inside, I'm shattered into a million pieces. I don't sleep that night. While Michael snores beside me, I read through every screenshot on my phone, piecing together the timeline of his betrayal. Her name is Amber. She works at his company, in the design department. They started talking 4 months ago during a company retreat. The messages show how it escalated, innocent at first, then flirtatious, then full-blown affair. My wife doesn't understand me anymore, Michael wrote to her 6 weeks ago. I have to bite my pillow to keep from screaming. They meet twice a week, always when Michael tells me he's working late or out with Dave. They've been to hotels, her apartment, even our favorite hiking spot. He's been living an entire double life. The worst part? Reading how happy he seems with her. How free. Like I'm the burden he's escaping from. By morning, I've made a decision. I'm not confronting him yet. Not until I have a plan. I call in sick to work and drive to a law office across town. The attorney, Miss Patricia Chen, listens to my story with a kind but professional expression. Do you have proof? She asks. I show her everything. She nods slowly. This will help. Maryland is a no-fault divorce state, but evidence of infidelity can impact alimony and asset division. Let's discuss your options. I walk out 2 hours later with a plan and a retainer agreement. I become a completely different person over the next few weeks. On the surface, I'm the same Maya, making breakfast, going to work, kissing Michael goodbye. But underneath, I'm gathering ammunition. I document everything. Every late night. Every suspicious text notification. Every lie about where he's been. I keep a detailed journal with dates, times, and observations. Leah helps me open a separate bank account that Michael doesn't know about. I start transferring my paychecks there, building a safety net. I make copies of all our financial documents, our mortgage papers, everything. Miss Chen advises me to wait for the right moment. You want maximum impact, she says. Make it count. At home, Michael seems completely oblivious. He kisses me absently when he comes home. He talks about his day, carefully editing out all mentions of Amber. He suggests we take a vacation soon, maybe Hawaii. I smile and nod, playing the role of devoted wife, but inside, I'm planning his downfall. The hardest part is acting normal when I want to scream. When he touches me, I feel sick. When he says I love you, I taste bile. Every moment feels like a lie, but I hold on. Because I know the truth now. And soon, he will too. Michael's 32nd birthday is coming up in 3 weeks. He mentions wanting a nice dinner, maybe invite some friends. His mom wants to come down from Pennsylvania. An idea forms in my mind. It's bold. Maybe even crazy, but it's perfect. Let's throw you a proper party, I suggest one evening. Your birthday falls on a Saturday this year. We could rent out a private room at Marcello's, invite everyone who matters. Michael's face lights up. Really? That sounds amazing, babe. You're the best. I smile sweetly. You deserve it, honey. Let me handle everything. Over the next few days, I plan meticulously. I invite Michael's parents, his brother, his close friends from work, including Dave, his supposed alibi. I invite my parents, Leah, my sister, and I make sure Amber gets an invitation too. Through the company directory, I sent her a casual email, Michael's birthday party, hope you can make it. He'd love to have his work friends there, she responds enthusiastically, wouldn't miss it. I bet she wouldn't. When do you want to serve him? She asks. I smile coldly. At his birthday dinner. In front of everyone, she raises an eyebrow, impressed. That's certainly memorable. He humiliated me in private for months, I say. It's only fair. The morning of the party, I wake up feeling strangely calm. Michael is excited, humming in the shower, completely unaware that his life is about to implode. Can't believe I'm 32, he says over breakfast. Getting old, huh? You're in your prime, I reply, buttering my toast. He leans over and kisses me. I don't pull away. This is the last time I'll ever kiss my husband, and the thought fills me with a strange mix of sadness and relief. Love you, Maya. Thanks for doing all this. Anything for you, I say, and I mean it differently than he thinks. I spend the day getting ready. Hair, makeup, the works. I wear the red dress Michael bought me last Valentine's Day, the one he said made me look stunning. The irony isn't lost on me. Leah comes over early to help me with final preparations. She knows the plan and has been my rock through everything. You sure about this? She asks, zipping up my dress. I look at myself in a mirror. My reflection stares back, strong and determined, never been more sure of anything in my life. The divorce papers sit in my purse, professionally bound in a manila envelope. Miss Chen hired a process server who'll be waiting at the restaurant, ready to make it official. Tonight, the truth comes out. Guests start arriving at 7. Michael's parents hug me warmly, thanking me for organizing everything. His mum, Carol, pulls me aside. You're such a wonderful wife, she says. Michael is so lucky to have you. The words feel like knives, but I smile. Thank you, Carol. That means a lot. The look they exchange lasts only a second, but I catch it. Pure longing. My stomach turns, but I keep my smile plastered on. Welcome, everyone. I call out, raising a glass. Thank you all for coming to celebrate Michael's birthday. Please, have a seat. Dinner will be served shortly. Everyone settles in. Michael sits at the head of the table, me to his right. Amber ends up near the other end, safely distant but close enough to watch. The first course arrives. Conversation flows. Michael laughs with his friends, completely at ease. He has no idea what's coming. Dinner progresses through 3 courses. I barely taste the food, too focused on timing everything perfectly. Between the main course and dessert, that's when I'll do it. Michael stands up, tapping his glass to get everyone's attention. I just want to say thank you all for being here. Especially my beautiful wife, Maya, who put this whole thing together. You're incredible, babe. Everyone claps. I accept a kiss on the cheek, my skin crawling. You've made me so happy these past 6 years. He continues. I couldn't ask for a better partner. The lies flow so easily from his mouth. I wonder how long he's been this good at deception. Amber shifts uncomfortably in her seat, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Dessert arrives, a beautiful chocolate cake with 32 candles. Everyone sings happy birthday, and Michael blows them out. Grinning like a kid, make a wish. Someone shouts, already came true, Michael says, looking at me. I have everything I need. The room fills with us and applause. Now. It has to be now. I stand up slowly, my heart pounding. Actually, I have a surprise for Michael. A special gift. Michael looks at me curiously. Maya, you didn't have to. Oh, but I did, I interrupt, my voice steady. This gift is very special. Very revealing. I reach into my purse and pull out the manila envelope. The room goes quiet. All eyes are on me as I hold the envelope in my hands. Michael looks confused, maybe a little nervous. What's that? He asks, laughing uncertainly. Open it, I say, sliding the envelope across the table to him. He picks it up, still smiling, probably thinking it's some kind of joke or game. His fingers work at the seal, pulling out the thick stack of papers inside. I watch his face change as he reads the first page. The smile fades. Color drains from his cheeks. His eyes go wide. Maya, what is this? His voice comes out as a whisper. Divorce papers, I say clearly, loud enough for everyone to hear. That's your birthday gift, Michael. Freedom from your wife who doesn't understand you anymore. Gasps ripple through the room. Michael's mum clutches her chest. His dad leans forward, confused. This is a joke, right? Michael stands up, papers shaking in his hands. Maya, this isn't funny. It's not meant to be funny, I reply calmly. It's meant to be honest. Something you haven't been in months. Amber has gone completely pale, frozen in her seat. Michael's eyes dart around the room, landing on her. The connection is obvious to everyone now. I don't understand, Carol says, looking between us. What's happening? Let me explain, I say, my voice cutting through the shocked silence. I turn to address the room, every eye fixed on me. My voice doesn't shake. The hurt has transformed into something harder, stronger. 4 months ago, my husband started an affair with a woman from his office. For 4 months, he's been lying to me. To all of us. Telling me he's working late, out with friends, when really he's been with her. I point at Amber, who looks like she wants to disappear into the floor. I found out 3 weeks ago. And instead of confronting him privately, letting him control the narrative, I decided everyone who loves him should know the truth about who Michael really is. Michael tries to speak. Maya, please, let me. Let you what? Explain? I laugh bitterly. I read every text message, Michael. Every I love you sent her. Every time you complained about me to her. How I'm boring. How I don't understand you. How you wish you'd never gotten married so young. His mother gasps. Michael, tell me this isn't true. He can't answer. The papers in his hand say everything. I hired a process server, I continue. He's outside. Once he comes in and officially serves you these papers, our marriage is legally over. You'll have 30 days to respond. Tears stream down my face now, but my voice stays strong. You broke my heart, Michael. But I'm not going to let you break me. Michael finally finds his voice. Maya, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. We can fix this. We can go to counseling. Fix this? I shake my head. You had 4 months to fix this. 4 months to be honest. To respect me enough to tell me the truth. Instead, you lied every single day. I turn to his parents. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. I love you both. But I couldn't keep this secret anymore. Carol is crying now, glaring at her son. How could you? Maya is wonderful. We trusted you. His dad just looks disappointed, which somehow seems worse than anger. Leah stands up, moving beside me, her hand on my shoulder. Support. The process server chooses this moment to enter, guided by the restaurant manager. Michael Sullivan? Michael nods numbly. You've been served. The man hands him a second copy of the divorce papers, makes Michael sign a receipt, and leaves. It's done. Official. Legal. Irreversible. The room erupts into chaos. Friends whispering. Family members demanding answers. Amber finally stands up, rushing toward the door. Don't leave, I call out to her. Everyone should see the woman who helped destroy a marriage. She freezes, tears on her face. I'm sorry. We didn't mean for it to happen. But it did, I say simply. And now everyone knows. Michael tries to approach me, but his brother steps between us. Don't. You've done enough, Maya, please, we need to talk privately, Michael begs. There's nothing left to say. I grab my purse. Enjoy your party. I paid for everything already. Consider it my final gift to you. I turn to his parents one last time. I'll always care about you both. But I can't be part of this family anymore. Not after this. Carol hugs me tightly, crying. We're so sorry, sweetheart. This is not how we raised him. I know, I whisper back. Thank you for loving me. Leah guides me toward the door. Behind us, I hear Michael shouting my name, but I don't turn around. I've said everything I needed to say. We step out into the cool night air, and suddenly the weight of the past 3 weeks crashes down on me. My knees buckle, and Leah catches me. You did it, she says, hugging me. You were so strong in there. I don't feel strong, I sob. I feel broken. You will heal, she promises. And you'll come out of this stronger than ever. We sit in her car for a long time, watching people leave the restaurant. Michael's parents leave first, looking devastated. His friends trickle out, some glancing toward my car. Finally, Michael emerges alone. He looks lost, standing under the streetlight. I almost feel sorry for him. Almost. That night, I stay at Leah's apartment. She sets me up on her couch with blankets, tea, and bad reality TV. My phone buzzes constantly, texts from Michael, calls I don't answer. Finally, I turn it off completely. How are you feeling? Leah asks, sitting beside me. Honestly? I don't know. Relieved? Terrified? Heartbroken? All of it at once. She nods. That's normal. You just blew up your entire life. He blew it up, I correct. I just lit the fuse. My phone, even turned off, feels like it weighs 1,000 pounds. I know when I turn it back on, there will be dozens of messages. Apologies. Excuses. Maybe anger. But I don't care anymore. Do you regret it? Leo asks. Doing it publicly like that? I think about it. About the shock on everyone's faces. The humiliation Michael felt. The spectacle of it all. No, I say finally. He humiliated me every time he lied. Every time he kissed her while wearing his wedding ring. He just did it in private. I wanted him to feel what I felt, exposed, vulnerable, judged. Maybe that makes me Betty, that makes you human, Leah says. And honestly? Kind of badass, I laugh through my tears. I don't feel badass. I feel like I'm dying inside. You're not dying, she says firmly. You're being reborn. This is rock bottom, Maya. The only way now is up. The next morning, I turn my phone back on. 97 text messages. 43 missed calls. My inbox is flooded, most are from Michael. I scroll through them, each one more desperate than the last. Maya, please answer me, I'm so sorry. I love you, it meant nothing. She means nothing, don't do this to us, you're being paranoid and crazy. That last one makes me laugh bitterly. Paranoid and crazy. The same words he used weeks ago when I first questioned his behavior. You're being paranoid, Maya. Why don't you trust me? Because you gave me every reason not to, I think. There are messages from his mother, apologizing for her son. Messages from my own mom, saying she heard what happened and loves me. Messages from coworkers asking if I'm okay, and one message from Amber, I know you hate me. But I'm sorry. I didn't know he was lying to me too. He told me you two were separated, that the divorce was already happening. I never would have. I'm so sorry. I stare at that message for a long time. Part of me wants to believe her. That she's a victim in this too, but mostly, I just feel tired. Tired of lies. Tired of sorting through whose fault is what. Tired of crying, I respond to my mom and a few close friends. Everyone else gets ignored. Monday morning arrives, and I have to go back to work. I consider calling in sick, but hiding feels like letting Michael win. So I put on my scrubs, tie my hair back, and drive to County General Hospital. The moment I walk into the nurse's station, conversation stops. Everyone knows. Someone's cousin was at the restaurant, or they saw something on social media. In a small town, news travels fast. My supervisor, Linda, pulls me aside. Maya, honey. Are you okay? If you need time off. I'm fine, I lie. I'd rather work. Keep busy. She hugs me quickly. You're stronger than you know. The day passes in a blur of patience and paperwork. Keeping busy helps. When I'm checking vitals or administering medication, I can't think about Michael. About the divorce. About the ruins of my marriage. During my lunch break, Miss Chen calls. Michael's lawyer reached out, she says. He wants to negotiate terms. He's willing to give you the house, most of the savings. He doesn't want this dragged out. What's the catch? I ask. No alimony. Clean break. You keep your assets. He keeps his. I think about it. The house holds too many memories anyway. Maybe a fresh start somewhere else would be better. I'll think about it, I tell her. But I'm not making any hasty decisions. Good. Take your time. You're in control here. Control. That's what this has always been about. Taking back control of my life. 2 weeks pass. I move out of our house and into a small apartment across town. Leah helps me pack, carefully avoiding anything that reminds me too much of Michael. My parents drive down for a weekend, helping me set up my new place. Dad assembles furniture while Mom stocks my kitchen with groceries and home-cooked meals for the freezer. We're proud of you, Dad says, hugging me goodbye. That took real courage. What you did, I don't feel courageous, I admit. I feel like a failure. You're not the failure, Mom says firmly. He is. You trusted him with your heart, and he broke it. That's on him, not you. Their words help, but the apartment still feels empty when they leave. Bailey, our dog, went with Michael. That hurt more than I expected. But I couldn't take care of a dog right now, not when I can barely take care of myself. One night, I run into Amber at the grocery store. We freeze in the frozen food aisle, both of us unsure what to do. She speaks first. Maya, I cut her off. I don't want your apology. I don't want anything from you. He told me you were separated, she says quickly. I swear I didn't know. And you believed him? You never thought to question why his separated wife was still living with him? Planning his birthday party? I shake my head. You chose to believe what was convenient. We both know that. She starts crying, but I walk away. I don't have the energy for her tears. Michael shows up at my apartment one evening. I hear the knock and check the peephole. When I see him, my first instinct is not to answer, but he calls through the door, "Maya, please. I just want to talk." 5 minutes. Against my better judgment, I open the door but don't let him in. He looks terrible. Unshaven, dark circles under his eyes, rumpled clothes. Part of me feels satisfaction at his misery. The rest of me just feels sad. I messed up. He starts. I know I did. I'm not here to make excuses. I need you to know I love you. I've always loved you. You have a really twisted definition of love, I say coldly. I got lost. He continues. Work was stressful, and Amber paid attention to me, made me feel important. It was stupid and selfish and wrong. But it wasn't about you. You're perfect, Maya. This was my failure, not yours. You're right, I agree. It was your failure. But it affected me. It destroyed me. And now I have to rebuild myself from scratch. Let me help. He pleads. We can go to counseling. Start over. I'll do anything. I shake my head. I don't want to start over with you, Michael. I want to start over without you. You killed what we had. There's no bringing it back, so that's it. 6 years, gone. You threw away 6 years when you texted "I love you" to another woman, I say. Don't put this on me. He wipes his eyes. I'll sign whatever papers you want. Take whatever you want. Just know that I'm sorry. Truly sorry, I know, I say softly. But sorry doesn't fix this. I close the door on him, and this time, I lock it. Months pass slowly. The divorce proceedings move forward. Michael doesn't contest anything. Miss Chen calls it the smoothest divorce she's ever handled. He knows he messed up, she tells me. He's not fighting you on anything because he knows he has no ground to stand on. The final hearing is scheduled for December, 6 months after that birthday dinner. I'll walk into court married and walk out single. The thought terrifies and excites me in equal measure. I throw myself into work, picking up extra shifts at the hospital. I start seeing a therapist, Dr. Morrison, who helps me process the betrayal and rebuild my self-worth. You did nothing wrong, she tells me during one session. Michael's choices were his own. You can't take responsibility for someone else's dishonesty. Slowly, painfully, I start to believe her. I reconnect with old friends I'd neglected during my marriage. I join a book club. I take a pottery class on weekends. Small steps toward rebuilding a life that's mine alone. Leah sets me up on a blind date with a friend's brother. It goes terribly. I spend half the dinner comparing him to Michael, then feeling guilty about it. But at least I tried. It's too soon, Leah admits afterward. But I'm proud of you for trying. I'm not ready, I agree. But someday, I will be. The day before the final hearing, I visit my parents. We sit in their backyard, drinking lemonade, watching the sunset. How are you feeling about tomorrow? Mom asks. Ready, I say. And I mean it. The courthouse is cold and impersonal. I arrive early with Miss Chen, wearing a simple navy dress. Michael arrives with his lawyer, and we carefully avoid eye contact in the waiting room. When our case is called, we stand before the judge. The proceedings are brief, mechanical. The judge reviews our settlement agreement. I get the house and half the savings. Michael keeps his retirement accounts and the car. No alimony. Clean break. Do both parties agree to these terms? The judge asks. Yes, Your Honor, we say in unison. It's the first time we've spoken in months. The judge signs the papers. The marriage between Maya Holloway Sullivan and Michael James Sullivan is hereby dissolved. You are both free to remarry. Just like that, it's over. We file out of the courtroom separately. In the hallway, Michael tries to approach me one last time. Maya, he says quietly. I pause, looking at him. This man I loved for half my life. This stranger who broke my heart. Take care of yourself, Michael, I say. Not unkindly, but with finality. You too, he replies. For what it's worth, You deserved better. I hope you find it. I will, I say. Because I already know what I deserve now. And it's definitely not you. I walk away, and this time, I don't look back. Outside, the sun is shining. Leah is waiting by her car, holding flowers. Free woman. She shouts, pulling me into a hug. I laugh, really laugh, for the first time in months. Free woman. 6 months after the divorce is finalized, I'm sitting in my apartment, paid for with my money, decorated with my choices, and I realize I'm happy, not the fragile, dependent happiness I had with Michael. Real happiness. The kind that comes from knowing yourself, trusting yourself, building a life you're proud of. I got a promotion at work, nurse supervisor, with a nice raise. I bought myself a used car, nothing fancy, but it's mine. I adopted a rescue cat named Luna who sleeps on my chest every night. Small victories. Small joys. They add up, but those days are getting fewer. And on the good days, which are most days now, I feel like I can breathe again. I'm learning what I want. What I won't tolerate. What makes me genuinely happy versus what I thought should make me happy, and most importantly, I'm learning that I don't need someone to complete me. I'm already complete on my own. A year after the divorce, I'm at a coffee shop when I see them. Michael and Amber. They're sitting together, but there's no spark, no laughter. Just two people who look tired and uncomfortable. Our eyes meet briefly. Michael looks away first. I feel nothing. No anger, no sadness, no jealousy. Just nothing. And that's when I know I've truly moved on. I think about that night at the restaurant, standing in front of everyone, serving those divorce papers. People said I was brave. Others said I was cruel. Some called me crazy for making such a public scene, but I don't regret it. Not for a second. Michael taught me an important lesson: trust your gut. When something feels wrong, it usually is. And when someone shows you who they really are, believe them. I finish my coffee and walk out into the sunshine. My phone buzzes, a text from a guy I've been seeing, asking if I want to grab dinner tonight. I smile and type back yes. Life isn't perfect. I still have moments of doubt, nights when I'm lonely, days when I wonder what could have been. But I also have freedom, peace, self-respect, and the knowledge that I'll never settle for less than I deserve again. Sometimes the best gift you can give yourself is the courage to walk away. Even if it means serving divorce papers at a birthday party.